I'm Rich Lewis, Director of the Fuel and Measures Division with the Georgia Department of Agriculture. Today, two of our heavy scale inspectors, Mr. Kenneth Tucker and Mr. Michael Drew, will be going out to Coley's Gin and Fertilizer in Vienna, Georgia. The weights and measures section of our division is responsible for inspecting and testing all of the commercial scales in the state. Our heavy scale inspectors test all of the livestock scales as well as vehicle scales throughout the state. When the heavy scale inspectors conduct an inspection, they use a 3,000 pound weight cart, which is considered a test weight itself, as well as 18,000 pounds of weight, which is loaded out of the truck into the cart. The cart can then be driven from point to point on the scale deck, giving them 21,000 pounds of test weight.
It works both ways. The owner knows he's giving his customer the correct weight, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to take away from the farmer, or he don't want to give anything away. So it works. That's what we do. We come in and make sure everything is accurate, make sure that's correct for him. If he has a problem, we make him aware of it, so he can take the necessary corrections to make it accurate.
And well for the consumer, because they want to know exactly what's going on. If they bring a product in, they want to know what they're getting. So like our job is to make sure that they're getting what they need to get, and just as well as they are for the owner. And like, he don't want to give nothing away or take nothing. So that's gonna make everybody happy. And the way we correspond with our scales and stuff, we are, most of the time I'm on the outside because I'm in the truck and he's in the inside. And when I walk up, I come up and check the approaches of the scale to make sure everything is not binding, the deck is in respect to what we need to do. And meanwhile, he's checking this stuff in the inside. So once we start dropping and testing the scale, he's in the inside right now, so he gonna handle everything in the inside, so we don't question each other about like that because I'm handling the outside. So the purpose is to make sure everything that is correct, and then that the scale is weighing what it should be.
What I see here, I actually be reading the indicator as he drops the weights, comparing what I see on the indicator and the actual standard, the weight we're dropping, and making sure it's accurate. As for them, she's dropped 12,000. The indicator reads 12,000. That's good. That's what we want to see. And what we're doing is doing a build-up test. As he drops the weight, I'll build it up to 12,000 pounds. We run the sections. Increasing load, loaded up to 21,000 pounds. As he gets to 21,000 pounds, I'll get him to 21,000. And then we'll do the exact same thing as we did with the 12,000 pounds. We'll run the sections again. At 21,000 pounds, I'll read it as you test the sections.
We're a family-owned agribusiness that dates back to 1945. My dad and I run and operate the business here. We're a cotton gin and a peanut buying point. The fall is the busiest time of the year for us. Working with the Department of Agriculture, Georgia Department of Agriculture, is an integral part of our operation. Particularly the weights and measures division. Our scales are certified and checked once a year, and that's really important for us because in the agricultural commodity it's all based on pounds. We sell cotton by the pound, we sell peanuts by the ton. That's another aspect of it. we load cottonseed and peanuts out of here, and there's a safety aspect of it. We need to make sure that you know, the trailers that leave here aren't overloaded and aren't going to be cause, you know, are not a hazard to the road, and having that stamp of approval from the Georgia Department of Agriculture, you know, gives us that feel of security that we know our scales are accurate, and that's one less thing we have to worry about. So in the cotton gin operation, what we have, the cotton comes in on modules or trailers. We handle regular size modules, we handle John Deere round modules, and we also have gin wagons here. But it basically all starts at the module feeder. The module truck unloads the module onto the feeder. The feeder busts the cotton up, sends it through a heating process, and it goes through various cleaners before it gets to the gin stand. And the gin stand is where the cotton lint is separated from the cotton seed. And the way we're set up, the cotton seed falls out on the bottom, and air pushes it up to a warehouse, and then the cotton lint goes on to an additional series of cleaners, a lint cleaner, and then it ends up going into a tramper where it's pressed out into you know, you shoot for a 500-pound bale.
Hello, I'm Gary Black, Commissioner of your Georgia Department of Agriculture. Thank you for joining us today for another edition of What Do You Do? We want to send our greetings and thanks to Chuck and Matt Coley for their assistance in this video, and certainly our great inspectors Kenneth and Michael, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the day-to-day activities through this video, how they're engaged in helping protect consumers and farmers. These are large-scale guys that are helping, particularly in agriculture, ensure that a pound is a pound, and that's such an important role with our Weights and Measures division. They do a super job. Maybe to expose just another opportunity of how we serve agriculture and how this important role as a regulatory function, but how it really helps Georgia's economy. It helps Georgia farmers every day. Thank you for continuing to follow the adventures and the information about your Department of Agriculture. We're pleased to bring you this edition of What Do You Do, and hope you have a blessed day.